Hi guys, so on the way this year, back again for another video on the channel. And this one today then, it's another match preview, and Swansea City are finally home in the Sky Bet Championship. It's been a long time, and it's a return of Swansea City fans as well. Swansea City take on Preston North End at the Swansea.com Stadium tomorrow afternoon. So Swansea City then are currently 17th in the Sky Bet Championship with 28 points, while visitors Preston North End are currently 14th in the Championship with 33 points, 5 points above the Swans, but Preston have played 2 more games than the Swans in the Championship so far. We on to both teams' last games respectively. Swansea had a decent 1-1 point all the way up in Yorkshire against Huddersfield last week. It was a poor first half from the Swans, where really, Huddersfield should have took a lot more of their chances. If it wasn't for Ben Hamer's saves, it could have been a lot more for 1-0. But second half, we really saw Russell Martin, Swansea City, and in the end probably should have won the game. In total then, it was 19 shots on target between the two sides, 8 for Huddersfield, 11 for Swansea City. So it was a really entertaining game of football, and at the end of the day, you just got to feel that Swansea should have done a little bit better in the end. Preston North End then, they had a 2-2 draw midweek against Sheffield United at Deepdale. They were down to 10 men after Sheffield United went 1-0 up, so it was already a tricky situation. Then Sheffield United doubled their lead, so you were thinking, Sheffield United will run away with this. But fair play to Preston under Ryan Lowe. They've really showed some stability and motivation to really try and impress with their fans, and they did that. In the end, with 10 men, they managed to scrap a 2-2 draw, so it was a fantastic result for Preston. So yeah, it'll be a very tough game tomorrow. So going on to the history between Sunderland and Preston, and usually it's not many goals between the two sides, or 1-0 to either side, not many goals. Of course, Preston did beat us 3-1 earlier on in the season when, early in Russell Martin's era, so I'm expecting us to be a lot better than what we were that day. But yeah, the last 2 times we have versus Preston, and it's come out as a Preston victory. They beat us 1-0 last time at the Liberty or Swansea.com Stadium with Scott Sinclair / Matt Grimes' own goal. And of course, like I said, they beat us 3-1 this season. Preston unbeaten in the last 4 league games, so they're on a really good run. But for Swansea City, no winning 5 in all competitions. It'll be Ryan Lowe's second appearance at the Swansea.com Stadium this season. Of course, he was in charge of Plymouth Argyle earlier on in the season, and we have played Plymouth twice this season, so it's going to be his 3rd time against the Swans this year, and so far we've beat Plymouth Argyle twice. Ryan Lowe's team in that time. So yeah, we beat them 2-1 in pre-season, 4-1 at the .com Stadium in August, so maybe a 3-1 tomorrow, who knows. We've got the Preston's 3 best players so far this season. In 3rd place, Alan Brown with a 7.14. In 2nd place, Liverpool loanee Sepp van der Berg with a 7.18. And in 1st place, the best player for Preston so far this season is Ben Whiteman with a 7.38. So all those 3 players are fit and available for Preston tomorrow. We need to look out for those. So we do indeed have an opposition fan coming onto the channel, Oliver. His YouTube channel is called 10 Step. We did have him on the preview back in August, so I really do appreciate Oliver for coming back on the channel and giving his point of view for a Preston fan, and see, if what Preston fans think for tomorrow. So guys, his link will be down below. Make sure you go and subscribe to him. He's on a lot of subscribers, so hopefully, we can push him even further. But yeah, let's see what Oliver's got to say about Preston's chances tomorrow.
Okay. Swansea City against Preston North End. My thoughts on this week's game. Well, first of all, thanks for Swans Away Days for having me on his channel. Really do appreciate it. Okay, right, on to my thoughts of this week's game. Swansea away be pretty tough. Most games in the championship is very tough, very inconsistent. You can't predict what is going to happen at all. One time you can be beating Bournemouth 2-1, and then you can lose to Reading 2-1 as well. So really anything could happen like that. So Preston North End so far this season haven't had the greatest of starts, been a bit up and down, currently in 14th place mid-table. Swansea City are 17th place as well, I do believe, so it will be mid-table fight in this match. I think there's about only 4 points difference between the two sides. Maybe wrong with that, but I'll be happy if Preston can get maybe a top half finish at the end of the season, maybe a 10th place finish. At the start of the season under Frankie McAvoy, we didn't have the greatest of starts, as I did say, and really just average games, average performances, not good enough. We've had a change of manager. Ryan Lowe's come in from Plymouth Argyle. We've had a change of coaching staff. 3 new coaching staff have come in. We've booted 3 out. So I'm very excited to see where they can take us in the league. So far, they've got an undefeated record with 2 wins and 2 draws. In the last game, we drew with Sheffield United 2-2 after losing 2-0. 2-0 down at half time with a player sent off as well. So it was a really good comeback in that second half to get a point in that game. So some good players to look out for. There's not really any players that is on good form. The goals really get shared amongst the team. Alan Brown's on a good bit of form. Hasn't scored so far this season, except for when Ryan Lowe came in. Then he scores 2 goals and gets an assist in the 4 league games that he has played. So Alan Brown has certainly improved under the new manager. So hopefully that will continue and he can improve more, but more importantly, just keep the consistency of his play. And the captain's a really good player. Another good midfielder in there, Daniel Johnson. Few goals this season, few assists, not lots, but really good playmaker. The pass success rate this season from him is really good, about 85%-ish. So really good passer of the ball, DJ is. Striker-wise, Emile Reece is our top goal scorer. He hadn't scored this year in 2022, and then he gets his goal against Sheffield United. So it's good that he got that goal, boosts his confidence up, hopefully that. And then the other striker as well, Ched Evans. He's been injured for most of the season. He came back a few weeks ago, and since then, in 5 games, he's got about 3 goals. Got the assist for Emile Reece's goal. Yeah, Evans is really just made up of power, really good at holding up the ball, hold up play, waiting for those runners. Doesn't really have that much pace, but somehow he gets all over the place. I mean, he does have pace when he's got fresh legs, when he comes on. That's why I would say he's really good as a substitute. Bring him on as a substitute in the 60th minute, and he'll do really good job. When he starts the game, he hasn't really seen that the game's just started. It doesn't have really that intensity of the game. You've only just kicked off. You want to get used to the ball and your opposition. So there's not really much use for Ched Evans at the starts of the game. He may start against Swansea City, but for me, he's really a player that can come off the bench and really just completely lift the team. And he got us back into that Sheffield United game just with his play. So Evans is a really good player for us. Yeah, it will be a bit of a difficult one, this game. As I said, there's all championship games are difficult. But also I want to speak quickly about my defence. Patrick Bauer, mainly the main defender in there. Without him, our complete defence will crumble. So very good all-round defender. He's got a few goals so far this season, 2 goals. So from a defender, that's. I mean, there's probably quite a few defenders in the Championship that probably have got more goals than Patrick Bauer, but just as a really good defender, he signed a new deal last week for 2.5 years. So that is very good for Preston point of view. His defensive partner Andrew Hughes did get sent off in the last game, so we will be without him. So Greg Cunningham will probably come in as a replacement for him. So hopefully that won't affect us too much. So yeah, against Swansea City, last time we played each other at Deepdale, it ended 3-1 to Preston. Last season when we went to Swansea, I still believe that you're playing in the Liberty Stadium. I'm not sure if you have moved since then, but I'll just call it that. When we last went to the Liberty Stadium, we did beat Swansea 1-0. That was when no fans were allowed in the stadium, so it's going to be a little bit difficult this time. Normally, we don't have the best of games at the Liberty Stadium, but as I said, new manager, new coaching staff, there's new players now, so absolutely anything could happen. Undefeated record so far. Hopefully that can continue. I'm going to go for Preston North End 2-1 victory in this game. I think both teams will score. I think it will be very tight. I just hope really that the undefeated record can continue. So it may be 1-1 draw or 2-2 draw, but hopefully we can nick it, because we do need a win, with our last two results being draws, if we are going to push ourselves up that table. So yeah, I'll hope for a 2-1 Preston victory. It may end a draw, though. This one I could just see this really ending in a 1-1 draw. Don't know why, but hopefully, as I said, we can win this. But hopefully, we don't lose it as well. But yeah, I'll go 2-1. I'll back North End for the victory. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the game. Thank you for Swans Away Days for having me on the channel once again, and yeah, good luck for Saturday.
The team news then, only one registered absentee. It's not down to an injury, it's just due to not in the right frame of mind. Jamie Patterson, he won't be playing tomorrow. I'm not really bothered that he's not playing, to be honest, after what has happened this week. And for Preston North End, then no real absentees, but Josh Earl is a doubt. He has been training this week, but it is very unlikely that he'll feature this weekend. So going on to score predictions then, there was only two people who correctly predicted Huddersfield Town 1, Swansea City 1. And shout out to ASOS and David Clark, who both predicted a 1-1 draw between the two sides. If you want to shout out on the next video, which will be Monday's match preview against Queen's Park Rangers, then get in the comment section down below what your score prediction is for Swansea City vs Preston North End. And of course, if you are correct, we'll be featured in the next preview. So going to my team then, Ingles, Andy Fisher. I think he will make his debut in this one at home against a side who doesn't really press as much as Huddersfield. I think it's a good opportunity for him to play. Back five, Cyrus Christie, Kyle Norton, Ben Gabango, Ryan Manning, Joel Atabordia. Midfield of Flynn Downs, Matt Grimes, and the attacking trio of Corey Smith, Joel Pirot, and Olivier Enja. My score prediction, I'm going to go for a 2-1 Swans win. I think we will finally get a win. It'll be a tough game though. Preston, very, very good side under Ryan Lowe, some very good players. Emil Reece-Jacobson to be one, probably one of the best strikers in the Championship of the season. So goal scorers, I can go for Perot, I can go for Hannes Wolf off the bench, and I'm also going for Emil Reece-Jacobson. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy, please do smash a thumbs up on the video, comment your score prediction, and subscribe to the channel. We are very, very close now to 4,600 subscribers. I've been on 4,500 for a long, long time, so it's finally good to get off that mark and try and push towards 5k towards the end of the season. So yeah, let me know down below, guys, what your score prediction is. Of course, there will be a match vlog out tomorrow, but it will be uploaded about 10 or 11 p.m, a bit later, because I've got to go somewhere straight after the game, so I won't have time to edit. So yeah, the vlog will be up a bit later tomorrow, so hopefully we get a good result. You guys can stay up for that one. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks all for coming on the channel. His link will be down below. I'm looking forward to being back at the Swansea.com Stadium tomorrow, the first time in about 5 weeks, I think. So I'm looking forward to that. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all in the match vlog tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and come on the Swans.
I need a one more chance. Oh, baby, let me show you. I need a one more chance. Oh.